chairman of the Westminster branch of United Nations Association. It's 8 We the People Film Festival. I believe that it finished.
No, one more.
Oh, one more. And next week, though. And he has led programs and conferences for United Nations Association and UNESCO on the UN's Africa program, literacy, tolerance, World Heritage, press freedom, the oceans, peacekeeping, and international law. He chairs the International Friends of the Library of Alexandria and its administrator of Strategies for Peace, an association of retired senior military officers from many countries with whom he is working on peace-oriented initiatives. One of our films are about Alexandria Library, which David provided for me a long time ago, and I'm really grateful, and he will probably give us another lecture about Alexandria Library one day.
Thank you very much. Well, I congratulate the audience. You've sat through 70 minutes and we want to hear your views, really. So I will speak for, as I was asked, a couple. 19 years ago, in this very room, we launched the International Year for Tolerance. And this was a UNESCO initiative. At the time, Britain and the United States were not members of UNESCO, they had walked out. And so therefore, many people said, well, why do you want to have an International Year on Tolerance? Tolerance is such a negative concept. And indeed it was, until we realized that the French meaning of tolerance is curiosity. So by showing curiosity about somebody, then you can understand and therefore tolerate them. That was why UNESCO introduced this concept. And that made it so much easier. Now I will posit something, a debating point. No tolerance, no cultural democracy. You can't have one without the other. If, as we just heard, and it's not just the Pakistani women who've been here 50 years, who don't know what's not interested, who are not interested in what's going on, then they won't be encouraged to explore the benefits of cultural democracy. And that goes for so many minority communities. I work closely with the Somali community. Now, those pictures of Alexandria Library, which are now being shown now, I didn't know they were going to be shown, and this influenced the last point I want to make. Because the library, every time that goes on, the library was, in 2,000 years ago, was inhabited by people who showed curiosity. They wanted to know what was happening in the outside world. And the library became the most important intellectual centre of the world. There was cultural democracy in action. And in 2009, I went to Alexandria, because I go there each year, for the International Friends of the Library, and I started the city's very first cultural festival. The governor said yes, the director of the library, whose pictures you see here, they said yes. But who was going to organise it? And the answer is the young people of Alexandria. And so we set up, Barry, a youth committee. Yeah. And when the youth committee first met, I was so disappointed they showed no curiosity. Their lack of access to cultural democracy showed absolutely no curiosity about life. And it took about 2 hours of drinking coffee with them to get them to show curiosity in the outside world. And in the end, they actually ran the city's first cultural festival. We had 70 events from cultures as far away as Russia, United States, and South Africa, and so on. But it was these kids seeing how they were accessing cultural democracy, the variety that had been spoken about, that excited their curiosity. Now, since those pictures of President Mubarak and his wife, both of whom I met, he's in jail, he's in house arrest, his successor's in jail, and we have a situation in Egypt where women and young people are being denied that access to cultural democracy. They're no longer, when I was there 2 or 3 weeks ago, showing that curiosity. That's very damaging, very dangerous, in a country which claims to be a parliamentary democracy, although they haven't yet worked out where the parliamentary boundaries are going to be. So, no curiosity, no cultural democracy. We've got to tackle it.